welcome to Weighing Down with Robin. We are going to make baked chicken and mushrooms. It is so good. This is one of my favorites. What I've already prepared though, I took a pan sprayed with Pam, about a 13 by 9, and I just took some chicken tenderloin. I sprinkled some paprika and some salt on top. I baked it at 350 for about 20 minutes just to kind of get it somewhat cooked already. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to take a saute pan, a non-stick saute pan. You're going to take a tablespoon of butter, and you're going to put that in the bottom of your pan, just like that. I used the Land O'Lakes light butter. It's a tablespoon is 1 point. I don't really like the flavor of the yogurts and the margarine type, the lower fat versions. I just assume use real butter, so that's what I'm using. I kind of like to know what other people use, so I just want to show you exactly what I use. And then you're going to take a ½ pound of fresh mushrooms. I've already cut these up. What we're going to do is we're just going to throw them in the pan with our butter, and we're going to saute them until our mushrooms are good and done. Once we're finished with that, I've got a clove of garlic right here. I've minced it up already. Just want to kind of give you a little tidbit there. A clove of garlic is one of the pieces in the bulb. So when you open up, you peel the skin off of a bulb of garlic, there's little individual pieces in there. One of them is a clove. Now this is an awful big clove, so if you like a lot of garlic, sure, use this one. This is not a normal size. Use half of it if you don't really like garlic that much, or you can just use the minced garlic. Usually on the bottle it tells you how much is equivalent to a clove of garlic. And then you're going to add 1/4 of a cup of green onions. It's just the green onions like this. Some people call them scallions. I just call them green onions. And just a note for you there, the bottom here, you want to cut off the little roots, but the bottom, the white part, is delicious. It's like mini onions. So don't throw that away. I used to throw, after I used the green part, because it was a green onion, I threw the rest away. So save that, it's good. And then I'm going to use a ½ cup of chicken broth. So once I saute my mushrooms, I'm going to use my garlic and my onions and a ½ cup of chicken broth. It says fat-free, but I don't believe mine's 0.5, but it's still no points. Okay, and then you're going to just kind of let all that simmer until your onions and your garlic is incorporated with your mushrooms. My mushrooms have salt and garlic's already sauteed in there. There's not a lot of juice, you see, in the bottom, so the butter was plenty. So now I'm going to add my ½ cup of chicken broth. And I'm going to add my green onions. And you're just going to cook this just until I smothered it a little bit. You don't want a lot of juice. And then you just want to let this simmer now. And once that's complete, you'll pour that over your chicken, put it back in the oven for 20 more minutes, and then we'll come back and we'll put the cheese on, and then we'll be finished. I'll show you the final product. Okay, so we got our chicken out of the oven. It looks delicious. Our mushrooms and all incorporated in there. So good. Last thing you're wanting to do, you're going to put 3/4 cup of mozzarella cheese on here. Now I actually have just part skim, but I'm only going to do half. And then I've got these really cool, yummy 1 point Weight Watcher mozzarella cheese strings. And I'm just going to try that on the other half and see how it works out. Put this back in the oven for 5 minutes. So our chicken's finally done. The string cheese melted just fine. It even has like a fancy look to it. The other cheese melted fine as well. This is basically our meal tonight. We've got corn souffle, we've got baked chicken, and we've got 0-point green beans with the Goya seasoning in it. So doesn't that just look yummy? I mean, who couldn't eat a 6-point meal like this and succeed in weight loss? Join us again.